Miami has a Dolphins, the greatest football team.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On play action, Ward. A short one here, caught by McBride. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Come on.
Throwing now, Ward. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. And he is going to have the Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Bills at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. But sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Ward. Eluding the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't give it to him. It's incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now it's Herbert. Connects with Kittle underneath. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. From the 50, here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 9 here.
18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Ready.
Ward. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
$60 Bison. Let's go now.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Stuffing him behind the line there. That's Deion Henley. Really nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Come on. Panther 60. Panther 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Here's Ward. A very quick pass to Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Well, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Deion Henley. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bills' 32-yard line.
Set, go.
They run once more with Taylor. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
First down, Dolphins.
Set.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Set. 5-9. Ready.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, after last week where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Justin Herbert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Drag 60.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game. And that's caught inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
35-yard line.
2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Ward. A short one here, caught by McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game, get him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it gives to Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Set.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Herbert now. To the right side, complete to Taylor. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the gun, it's Taylor. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Good push up front and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Set. Black. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Campo.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
Lion.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. completes it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set. Ready.
They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Completes a Mooney on the slant. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see them.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 60. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident if we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. 65 cats. 65 cats. Ready, ready?
To throw, here's Ward. Goes right back to McBride. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Ready.
Ward off the play fake. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is into the end zone for the Buffalo touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Bills 14.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Now Ward. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
65, 65.
Ward now working out of the gun. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From the gun, Ward. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up second down. Herbert.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Dolphins! Keenan Allen, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's a game of 23 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Ward. finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here comes second down at 5.
Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. 8.
Mixing up the middle. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Mixon will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And we introduced just one downside to the mix. Might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is first and 10.
5-9.
Herbert going to throw. They'll roll him out right. Finding Allen. He's across midfield. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout.
With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982. And that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable, because so many of them were. 982 and counting.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Now second and 4. Throwing, Herbert. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. Third down now. Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. Herbert. He finds Mooney here on the comeback route.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Okay,
They'll come up first and 10 here.
let's go now.
Back to throw.
He's got McBride. And that's going to be a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock. 15 seconds to play.
That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And they take a knee. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Finding out it's kinda dumb. Realize I am somebody that I don't know at all. Oh God, would you tell me why I'm born down to the bone? Even though I've only seen half of the world, I'm coming home. Hanging on to hope, I'm losing grip of time and space. Mind is running circles over something I can't change. I've looked, I've tried, no one told me when it wrong. Am I feeling all the feelings, or am I just going up? Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. Oh, time flies, so don't blink twice.
I tried everything I thought that I may need. I've been trying to catch my breath since I was 17. I've hurt, I've cried, had way too much to drink, but I won't let my life drown in that old kitchen sink. Oh me, oh my, would you look in my eyes? We laugh or cry just to feel alive. Oh, no time for living a lie. So don't blink twice. Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Time flies, so don't blink twice.
Check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it loud?